Sonali, we are live now.
Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, and okay, I think now we are live. Hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to this webinar where we are going to understand a little bit about the execution today. Okay, and if you have any queries, or if the audio is not there, or is there any problems looking at my screen, you can always let me know by putting the comments into the chat box so that I'll understand if there is any issue or something like that. So this webinar we are going to cover about very essential topic today, that is the orders. Okay, so many times we do not understand what is our basic requirement while the execution of the trade. So बहुत बारी क्या होता है कि हम लोग का एक बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट होता हो सकता है. It can be it can be that the trade has to be executed just now, or trade has to be executed at a specific price, or managing the risk. It can be anything, but we have to understand what is the basic and the most important requirement behind executing that particular transaction. Okay, so for that we have different kinds of orders, but then because there are different kinds of orders, we should not get confused between all these different names, and the basically how they are built, or what kind of numbers are needed to be input into those orders or order pads. Okay, so today we will understand in detail about when do we put the market order, limit order, cover order, stop loss, GTD orders. Okay, and what is the logic behind that, when should we choose them, everything about these orders we are going to understand today. Okay, now so let's look at the disclaimer first. Yeah, this is the standard disclaimer. The content and explanation shared in this webinar are only for information and educational purpose. Stock market trading investments are subject to market risk. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. Now we are all set to go. So all these orders, it can be little confusing when we open any stocks order pad or any F&O contracts order pad. The terminologies can be little different. Okay, because the underlying what you call underlying logic behind those orders can be little different into equity and into F&O. Okay, so based on that I have grouped the orders based on equity and F&O. हम लोग सारे टाइप के ऑर्डर्स आज देखेंगे कि कौन सा ऑर्डर कब मोस्ट रिलेवेंट होता है. ओके, so first into equity, what do we have, what type of orders do we get? Delivery and intraday. What is delivery? Delivery is when you are going to take the stocks into your demat account. Okay, मतलब positional के लिए आपको ये order place करना है, right? You want to carry forward those stocks for multiple days, you want to take that into your demat. Okay, so that is called as delivery order. Now another can be intraday. Intraday is when you're going to place any order, but then you're going to square it off on the same day. If you do not square it off on the same day, the system will square it off around 3:15. Okay, because it is intraday order. All right, so under delivery and intraday there are some different kinds of orders available. Okay, so regular, so this is more relevant to InvestRight app that I'm talking about. Okay, all the terminologies that I'm using, it is picked up from InvestRight app that you're using currently. Okay, so regular order में market और limit available है. Okay, this is constant in your delivery, intraday, even F&O में भी आपका regular same ही रहेगा जो आप market और limit orders place करते हो. Okay, then next is stop loss. हर एक ऑर्डर को हम लोग डिटेल में देखेंगे, बट एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस है जो आपको ऑब्जर्व करना है. ओके, नाउ सेकंड इज स्टॉप लॉस, थर्ड इज जीटीडी. ओके, गुड टिल डेट. ये आपका मल्टीपल डेज में ऑर्डर ओपन रहता है, एक्टिव रहता है, बट देन डिटेल में बाद में देखेंगे. दिस इज अबाउट द डिलीवरी काइंड ऑफ ऑर्डर्स. नाउ इनटू इंट्राडे, again regular, having market and limit, then the stop loss, and then cover. Now one small thing you have to observe over here is that into delivery third option was GTD, and into intraday third option is cover, which means delivery में आपको cover order नहीं मिलेगा और intraday में आपको GTD order नहीं मिलेगा. इन शॉर्ट यही मतलब है उसका. ओके, सो क्यों नहीं मिलेगा, ये ऑर्डर स्पेसिफिक टू डिलीवरी और इंट्राडे क्यों है, हम लोग आगे देखेंगे. ऑलराइट, नाउ अबाउट एफ एंड ओ. Just like we had delivery and intraday into equity, here we have overnight and intraday. Okay, terminology was changed here. All right, now why in overnight is because you're going to carry forward whatever position you're creating, you're going to carry it forward to next multiple days. Okay, so that is why this order type is called as overnight. Another one is intraday. All right, so intraday, as I mentioned, that is you have to square off on the same day by 3:15. Now into overnight, same regular, having market and limit and stop loss, and intraday also has same kind of orders, regular having market and limit and then stop loss. Okay, so these are the broad categories of the orders that you can get on InvestRight app. Now let's take a look on all these orders by one. First of all, most commonly used order, market order. Okay, so what exactly is market order? So before starting off to any of the discussion or explanation, into chat box, all of you can let me know कि आप लोग को market order पता है, limit order पता है, but then do you know how to place the stop loss order, or do you know about GTD order? Do you know about cover order? What you do not know, so that I'll understand what to explain in detail. If you have anything specific about these orders, do let me know in advance so that I'll go in very much detail. Into the chat box, you can let me know. Okay. Many comments about GTD. Nice. Even about stop loss. So stop loss is very important order type, and we have to go in detail about those orders, even GTD and the cover. So most of the comments I'm getting into the comment box is about GTD, stop loss and cover order. Great. So now I know where to focus. All right. So market और limit को हम लोग एक बार बस go through कर लेंगे, so that if there is any beginner, they will have the understanding of these two basic orders. So market order मतलब क्या होता है? Market order मतलब आप बस मार्केट में जो बेस्ट पॉसिबल बिड अवेलेबल है, बिड या आस्क अवेलेबल है, बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ऑर्डर यू आर प्लेसिंग, वो बेस्ट मैच आपको मिल जाता है. ओके, so whatever the price available is into the market, that at that particular time your order will be executed at that price. Okay, that is your market price. A market order is an order to buy or sell immediately at the best available price. Okay, that is a market price. Now when should we use the market order? When execution speed is more important than price. अब हो सकता है कि देर कैन बी सम स्कैल्पर्स. ओके, स्पेशली एफ एंड ओ में ये रिक्वायरमेंट रहता है कि एक तो प्राइस वॉलेटिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा रहती है. ओके, सो some of the traders or users need their trades to be executed very quickly. Okay, so in that case market orders are best. But when we should not use market order, we should not use market order when the liquidity in that entity is not proper. Okay, so आपका जो difference into your bid and ask spread का है, that has to be very minimal. ओके, उसमें डिफरेंस नहीं होना चाहिए. डिफरेंस है मतलब लिक्विडिटी का प्रॉब्लम है. अगर लिक्विडिटी कम है, व्हाई आई विल टेल यू इन विथ एग्जांपल. अगर के लिक्विडिटी कम है, तो अगर आपने मार्केट प्राइस पे ऑर्डर प्लेस कर दिया, अभी आपको यहाँ पे मान लीजिए कि इफ यू आर सीइंग द एलटीपी एज 774, बट देयर इज नो प्रॉपर लिक्विडिटी. ओके, नेक्स्ट अवेलेबल जो सेलर है वो है लेट्स से 780 पे. ओके, सो आपका जो बाय ऑर्डर है वो 780 पे एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. सो दैट्स नॉट अ गुड proposition that you're going to get, right? So if the liquidity is not good into that entity, the market orders can be very risky. Okay, but if the liquidity is good and if you need the execution speed, the market orders are the best. Okay, so how do we place the market orders? This is the order pad into InvestRight app. Once you place buy or sell buttons on any of the entity, it can be equity or F&O contract. Once you see this page, you just have to check this market box. Okay, so your price will be locked as a market, and you just you can edit your quantity, whatever quantity you want to place, you can enter over here and just review by order and you can place the order. Okay, so this is about market order. Now limit order. So sometimes you just want to execute the particular trade at an exact price. Okay, you do not want to go with any random price that can be available best as per the market. Okay, so that's when the limit order is to be placed. A limit order allows traders to buy or sell a stock or any entity at a specified price or better. So if you are specifying, so for example, this is trading at 774. If you want to if you want that particular trade to be executed at 770, okay, so you can place the order for 770, and when the LTP or best available is matching to your criteria, that is 770, then only your order will be executed. All right, so that's how you get the exact price or even better than that, all right, into the limit order. So when to use? When a trader wants price control instead of immediate execution, right? This is opposite to your market order. In less liquid stocks where market orders may cause a price slippage. So जहाँ पे liquidity का problem था, वहाँ पे limit orders काम आते हैं. Okay, so even if the liquidity is not there, the spread into the bid and ask price is very high, still you can place the limit order, and when the best possible price is matching to your limit order or the limit price that you have specified, if it matches there, then only it will be executed. It will not be executed at any random price. Okay, so this is a kind of safe order type. Okay, so now we are going towards the stop loss order. Okay, so what is the most common what is the most common use of a stop loss order? To protect your profits and to limit your losses. So for example, understand that if you are into a specific trade, okay, but especially this makes a lot of sense into F&O trades, okay, because equity, if you're trading into equity, there also it is very much relevant, because any kind of trading has to be done or should be done with the stop loss order. But then because F&O contracts are very much volatile, the stop loss order is very important. So let's say that if you are placing any order, or if you're into any position where you have entered at rupees 100, okay, so here into, especially into F&O, you cannot be you cannot rely without any risk management. So you want to place a stop loss at, you want to limit your losses at 30 rupees. Okay, and let's say that your target is set at 50 or 70 points, something like that. But let's just talk about the stop loss as of now. So you have to limit your risk to 30 points. Okay, so which means 30 points, which means you have to place your stop loss at 70. So how do you do that? So if you place a stop loss at 70, and if the price comes down from 100 to 70, then your order or that position will be cut by system. Okay, once your criteria is met, stop loss order criteria is met, which is nothing but 70, then your position will be automatically cut, because you have already placed the order into the system, right? So that's how, even if then after that, if it goes to 50, 20, whatever, but your loss is limited to 30 points as you had planned, right? So that's how, this is one case. Another case can be, let's say that you have entered at 100, and now you're into some profits. Okay, let's say that the price has reached to 150. Now you think that this can even go upper, right? It can be, there is more upside remaining into this particular entity. So you want to wait into that trade, but you don't want to risk your present profit. You can never be sure that this going to go up only. It can come down to 100, it can again go to losses as well, right? This very much happens into F&O. So now you want to protect your profits, some of the profits, right? So let's say that now it is going above 160 165, but आपको at least 150 तक का मतलब 50 points का profit आपको lock करना है. So the stop loss order can be placed at 150. Okay, so अगर ये 150 से 180 190 200 250 तक जाता है तो आप वो ऑर्डर को मॉडिफाई करके कभी भी ऊपर में एग्जिट कर सकते हो. बट अगर के आपकी डायरेक्शन की तरह नहीं गया वो, ओके, और नीचे आने को शुरू हो गया, तो आपका ऑर्डर या आपका पोजीशन 150 पे कट हो जाएगा, बिकॉज यू हैड प्लेस्ड द स्टॉप लॉस एट 150. इससे क्या हुआ कि आपका जो बेयर मिनिमम प्रॉफिट जो आपको प्रोटेक्ट करना था वो प्रोटेक्ट हो गया. ओके, उसके बाद वो 150 के नीचे 100 तक आया होता, 70 तक आया होता, और उसके बाद तो उस पोजीशन में लॉसेस हो जाते. बट विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस ऑर्डर you protected at least some of your profits. Okay, so that's how the stop loss order makes a lot of sense. Now there can be two types of stop loss orders. Okay, stop loss market and normal stop loss. Normal stop loss is generally a limit order. Okay, so SL order converts into limit order when the stop price is hit. Okay, and stop loss market order converts into market order when the stop price is hit. अब जब हम लोग स्टॉप लॉस ऑर्डर के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो let's just show you the screenshot. Okay, so this is how you can see anything into the invest right app. अब हम लोग एक एक करके इसका steps देखते हैं कि how do we place the stop loss limit order. अब जब हम स्टॉप लॉस को प्लेस करने जाते हैं तो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस फील्ड्स दैट यू हैव टू फिल इन. ओके, so इस तरीके से you can see your position. It can be, so for example I have taken this as a stock, but it can be any F&O position as well. Okay, because stop loss limit order can be placed into equity as well as F&O also. Okay, so here once you are into your positions page, you can tap on any of the position that you want to place the stop loss in. Okay, this position summary page will be opened. Here you can click on add stop loss. There is a dedicated button for adding stop loss. Okay, so you can click on add stop loss, or you can also click on exit position and then select the stop loss. अगर आप यहाँ से नहीं जाते हो तो सीधा stop loss का बटन select होके ये order pad open होगा. Okay, but अगर आप एड स्टॉप लॉस पे क्लिक करोगे तो सीधा सीधा यही पेज ओपन हो जाएगा. ओके, आपको अलग से सिलेक्ट नहीं करना पड़ेगा. यहाँ से जाओगे तो अलग से बस ये सिलेक्ट करना होगा. नाउ दैट यू हैव ओपन द order pad for the stop loss, right? There are two important fields that you have to fill when you are into stop loss order. Okay, one is this price. This is nothing but the limit price. Okay, and another one is trigger price. Now what is a trigger price? This is very important part about the stop loss. Okay, what is a trigger price? Let's say that this position I have created somewhere at 20 25 whatever. Okay, but now it is coming down, or I just want to put a stop loss into this position. Now as per my analysis, I want to put the stop loss near to 18 to 17. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is basically where I can I want if the price or that entity comes down, this is where I want this to be exited. Okay, so this I'm putting in as a trigger price, which means that if the entity comes down to this particular level, okay, your order will be triggered. Okay, this is only a trigger. This is not a guarantee of execution at this price, because this is not a limit price. This is a trigger price. Okay, understand the word trigger. Okay, now we are also giving another price over here, which is a limit price, right? That is 17. So now what is the meaning of these two prices? It means that once the entity triggers this particular level, okay, your order is triggered over here once the entity reaches 18. Now after this, your order will be executed at the best price between 18 to 17. Okay, so we are basically giving a specific range for the execution over here. As per my price fields, the range is between 18 to 17. Okay, it can be when the liquidity is very less, the spread can be bigger. Okay, we have to keep it bigger so that execution happens and it is not skipped. Okay, now I hope you have understood what is the meaning of a trigger price and what is the meaning of this particular price field, which is nothing but a limit price. Okay, so This is how, once we put in the price of a trigger and a limit, we can click on review sell order. We can see all these details. And once we have seen, or once we have reviewed the details of the order, we can click on place sell order or buy order, whatever you choose. And then once it is placed, you can check it into the order book. Okay. Now, you are also seeing this particular tab over here, right? Switch to instant buy or sell for faster order. So this is a new update. So this doesn't have to do anything with the stop loss order or any specific kind of orders. You will see this with any order pad, okay? Market limit or any kind of orders. This is a switch to instant buy or sell faster orders, okay? Now, if you enable this, if you slide it to right hand side, what will happen? This is a order summary page. So once you click over here basically you have entered all of your order details and you click on review sell order, right? So here you are actually ready to place the order, right? And that after that you are seeing the order summary, and again after the second click your order is going for the execution. But some traders, it can be equity or into the F&O, they would want the execution to be done very fast, okay? So for them this is a extra button which enables them for the faster order. So once I enable this, after that any order that I place, after clicking on this button, okay, on the order pad itself, once I click on execute, or once I place the order, this page will not be shown to me, okay? This is skipped. So after this, directly my order will be gone for execution, okay? So this one step can be saved with this particular button. And at any point of time, if you want to disable this particular setting, again you can go into your profile settings, go into preferences and disable this, okay? So at any point of time you have control for this setting, okay? So this is about the stop loss limit order. Now, second is stop loss market order. Now, stop loss limit order is available into equity, F&O, everything. Stop loss market order is only available in equity. Okay, it is not available in F&O. पहले हम लोग देख लेते हैं कि क्या ऑर्डर टाइप है, फिर मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि F&O में क्यों अवेलेबल नहीं है. ओके, नाउ स्टॉप लॉस मार्केट में भी सेम पोजीशन को हम लोग टैप करेंगे. We will get the entry for add stop loss button. Okay, now this order pad is opened. Now here we are clicking on market button, and we also have to give the trigger price. So what is actually changing? Anyway we have to give the trigger price, but जो limit price था जहां पे हमने पहले 18 डाला था, नो पहले यहाँ पे 18 था और यहाँ पे 17 था. सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे 17 पे ट्रिगर हो रहा है. ओके, नाउ लिमिट जो यहाँ पे था वो हमने हटा दिया और मार्केट कर दिया है. ओके, नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन दैट if this entity comes down to 17, my order is going to be triggered. Okay, but now because there is no limit price over here, there is no specific price I have mentioned over here, this is set as market, which means that 17 के नीचे जहां पे भी बेस्ट पॉसिबल प्राइस अवेलेबल होगा वहां पे मेरा ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. ओके, सो जहां पे लिक्विडिटी वेरी हाई होती है वहां पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट जहां पे लिक्विडिटी काफी लो होती है, हो सकता है कि नेक्स्ट पॉसिबल बेस्ट प्राइस अवेलेबल 17 के नीचे सीधा 10 हो, राइट? तो वो 10 पे एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. सो इट कैन बी लिटिल रिस्की. दैट इज वाई इट इज ओनली अवेलेबल इन टू इक्विटी. F&O में ये अवेलेबल करके नहीं दिया है बिकॉज ऑफ द रिस्क फैक्टर, बिकॉज ऑफ द मार्केट फैक्टर, राइट? सो this is the explanation of your why it is only available in equity and not into F&O. So सेम इसके बाद हम लोग रिव्यू सेल ऑर्डर करेंगे, ऑर्डर प्लेस करेंगे और आपको ये आपके ऑर्डर बुक में मिल जाएगा. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द स्टॉप लॉस ऑर्डर्स. नाउ वी आर गोइंग फॉरवर्ड टू द कवर ऑर्डर. Just give me a second, please. Okay. So now let's go towards the cover order. Okay. Now, cover order is also available only for equity. That is also intraday. Okay, not for delivery. It is only for intraday. So basically, जो equity में trading करते हैं, the traders who are basically using the equity for trading purpose, for them only this order type is available, which is a cover order. Now, what is a cover order? Cover order is when we are giving the entry, and along with the entry it is compulsory to put the stop loss price as well. Okay, so basically it is a combination of two types of orders, the entry and the stop loss. Okay, that is a cover order. So when are we going to use this particular order? For intraday equity traders who want predefined risk control. Okay, so at the entry itself you would understand what is your risk. Okay, so this is your normal order pad. So any stock, you open the order pad, select the intraday tab. Okay, so from delivery I have changed to intraday now, and into order type we have to select cover, CO. Okay, CO is nothing but cover. Now, into cover, the entry is by default set as market. Okay, you cannot make it as limit. So जो भी तब market price होगा वहां पे आपका entry हो जाएगा. Now, what about the stop loss? Okay, so here your stop loss trigger price you have to give. All right, so you can also manually give the stop loss trigger price, or you can also मतलब convenience के लिए हम लोग ने यहाँ पे percentage के हिसाब से भी दिया हुआ है. So you can at the same time select any percentage over here, and based on that this price will be automatically changed. But you can manually also change this particular price in this price field. Okay, there is one thing you have to understand, that the stop loss more than 10% is not allowed. अब एक तो इसका भी कुछ लॉजिक है. First thing, this is only allowed for the intraday, right? And only for equity. So there is anyway very low possibility of having a change of any stock more than 10%. Correct? So anyway, even if the limit is set at 10%, it is not going to make a lot of difference, or it is not going to change anything much for you. Okay, so this is about the cover order. Now, all of you asked about the GTD order. Okay, so this is right now we have come towards the GTD order. Okay, so what is a GTD order? GTD is a good till date order. Okay, so अभी तक हम लोग ने जितने भी orders देखे, all the order types that we have seen till now, they were only specific for that particular day. If your order is not executed till the market closes, it will be cancelled after the market close. Okay, it will not be carried forward to the next day. All right, but let's say that this is also available only for equity. Okay, this will not be available for F&O. Okay, but because it makes a lot of sense to keep this for equity only. Now, there can be a possibility that, let's say that some price of a stock is trading at 1,000. Okay, now for multiple days it is being traded at around 1,000 only. Okay, but you want to accumulate that stock at a lower price, let's say at 900. All right, so you cannot look at the screen every single time to wait for that stock to come down to 900. Correct? You don't want to spend that much time on the screen. Now with GTD order, what can happen? You can place the GTD order at 900. Okay, so whenever that stock comes down to 900, it will be executed, and the order, so this is the important part, the order will remain in the system for multiple days. Okay, so it is not specific to single day. अब 1,000 से 900 एक दिन में तो आना पॉसिबल नहीं है. देर इज वेरी लो पॉसिबिलिटी. सो मल्टीपल डेज पे मेरा ऑर्डर एक्टिव रहता है सिस्टम में. नाउ हाउ मेनी डेज एग्जैक्टली? T plus 40 days for InvestRight users. Okay, for HDFC securities users, it is T plus 40 days. Your order will be active into the system for T plus 40 days. Alright, तो 40 days में कभी भी वो 1,000 से 900 पर आता है तो मेरा ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. ओके, अगर के नहीं आता है T plus 40 डेज तक वो प्राइस, मैंने जो भी प्राइस डाला हुआ है वहां तक वो नहीं आया, देन द ऑर्डर विल बी कैंसल्ड. ओके, This is the basic understanding of GTD order. Good till date मतलब जहाँ जो भी आपने डेट सिलेक्ट किया हुआ है वहां तक वो एक्टिव रहेगा. Alright. Now, one more thing. User can use GTD order for entry, stop loss, as well as exit from the existing holding. So, with your equity trades, with your equity positions, let's say that you have some holdings at some specific price, but you want to exit from that holding at a some certain price only. Okay, you do not want to exit at lower levels. Let's say that you have that stock entered at 800. Right now it is trading at 1000, but you want to exit at 1100. Okay, you cannot look at the screen every single day to that stock to come at 1100. So what you can do, you can simply place the GTD orders specifying 1100 as a price, and whenever your criteria is met, the order will be executed. All right. So this is how your GTD orders help you to save your time from looking at screen. And this is basically for the investors who have the price expectation over a longer period of time. Okay, the momentum that they are expecting, it is not limited to 1 or 2 days. Okay, they do not know when that price will come. That is why this particular order is spread it over multiple days. All right. And lastly, the GTD orders are not allowed in F&O. Now, so how do we place the GTD orders? So any stock. So I'm giving an example of entry over here, but you can put the same logic to your exit orders as well. All right. Now we are opening the order pad of any stock over here. This is just an example. Okay. Do not take this as a recommendation. Now I'm opening the delivery. All right, delivery kind of order. And here we have to slide this GTD to the right hand side, which means we are selecting the GTD order. Okay. Once we select the GTD order, here a date field will be enabled. Okay. So by default, if you open this particular tab, by default, the system will choose 40 days. Okay. That the order will be active for 40 days. By default, it will select the 40th day over here to save. Okay. But if your requirement tells you that your order has to be active for, let's say, just a week, or let's say for 10 days only, or let's say for 5 days only, so you can select that particular date as well. Okay, and till that only, till that date only, it will be active. Okay, so you have all the control. Now once you save this, you are putting your specified price, whatever price you want that order to be executed at. You can enter over here quantity, everything, all the details. Only the change over here is that selecting the date. All right, so that we do, and we place the order. Now where do we find our GTD orders? There is a basically different tab for the GTD orders into the order book. We are not showing it into the open orders. Why? Because open orders, your day-to-day trading will have multiple orders to show in that particular tab. So these orders are going to stay into the system for multiple days. So this should not be disturbed. Your day-to-day activity should not be disturbed. So that is why GTD orders will have a different record. All right, so GTD orders you can see over here only. Here, whenever you want to cancel the order even before the date that you have placed, you can always cancel from this button. Okay, so that's how your GTD orders can also be placed. Now we have majorly covered about the market, limit, stop loss, GTD and cover orders. And this is the summary that you can see. Market and limit orders focus on execution speed versus the price control. Stop loss orders are essential for risk management. Cover orders help intraday traders manage risk, and GTD orders are useful for long-term investors. Okay, so this is the crux of what we have discussed today about various orders. Now, if you have any queries, you can put down into the chat box and I will take them one by one. Okay. There is a question how to cancel stop loss order. So once you place the stop loss order, you can see the order into order book into open tab. Okay, so if you go into open tab, there you can see cancel orders button. Just click there, select that particular order, and you can cancel it. Just open your order book and open tab. You can understand how to cancel it. So there is one question, stop loss order without raising other sell or buy order possible. So I'm not 100% understanding about this question, what exactly this means, but let me try to give some answer that I'm understanding. Okay, so if you select the stop loss order, you have to select the tab called as stop loss after clicking on the particular position. Okay, then it will not be placed as a fresh buy or sell order. Okay, just tap on the position and select the stop loss order. Okay, so that way the stop loss will be placed and not the fresh sell or buy order will not go. Okay, so just try to do that. It is totally possible to place the stop loss order without raising other sell or buy orders. So there is one more question. Do we have to put stop loss while dealing in a delivery and intraday? So it is not mandatory. It is, the price field will be mandatory only into cover order. Okay, that is into delivery intraday. But if you're entering into any normal delivery or intraday order, then the stop loss field is not compulsory, but after entering into the position you can always place the stop loss for your safety and the risk management. Okay, there is one more question. What is depth? So in some of my screenshots you can see the depth over here. So let me just show. Yes. So you see the depth button over here. So this is nothing but the bid and ask details, all the, five bids and five ask price details, order details that are there into exchange. You can see all those details. Based on that, you can, decide where to put your price or where to put your limit and all of that. So that details are available over here into depth. If you click on depth, you will see the five drop down of the bid and ask prices. There is one more question, SL and SLM order, kindly explain again. So into SL, you basically give two types of price fields. One is trigger and one is actual price field. So let me show you over here. Yes. So here, this is a stop loss limit, right? So you're giving the trigger, right? You're giving the trigger price where you want your order to be triggered. Okay. And you're also giving the lower limit, which means that you want your order, stop loss order, to be executed between these two prices. Okay, so it will be executed between these two prices only. But into stop loss market, what happens? uh, 1 second. Yeah, here you're only giving the trigger price. Okay, you're not giving the limit price. So your order will be triggered over here, but there is no guarantee at what price it will be executed. Okay, it can be executed anywhere below 17. Okay, so that's the difference between stop loss market and stop loss limit. There is one more question. Can we place stop loss order along with the buy order at the same time? So I have already explained the cover order, that is into equity intraday type. Okay, there is one good question. The question is advice about purpose of disclosed quantity in orders. Okay, so whenever you put or you initiate any order, you can see one field as disclosed quantity. So it is not a mandatory field. If you want to fill it, you can fill it, otherwise you can leave it. Okay, most of the people, most of the users leave it as it is. They do not fill into disclosed quantity, anything like that. But what is the purpose of giving this particular tab? Sometimes there are some individuals, or there are some users, they do not want to show their exact quantity that they are executing. Okay, so for example, into depth you can see the pending orders that are there into the exchange, right? Now you can also see the quantity that is pending, correct? Now based on that, there are some advanced level of systems that are available into the market, into the industry, that can decipher what kind of strategy you are deploying into the market based on the orders that you are putting, okay, and the quantity that you are putting. So if you do not want to disclose that, those details about your execution, about your trading style, this disclosed quantity orders tab helps. So for example, I am actually executing 1,000 quantity, but in the market, into the depth, I only want to show 2 as quantity. Okay, so that will go as 2, that will be shown as 2 and not my exact quantity. Okay, this is nothing but what you want to disclose as your quantity into the market, into the system. Okay, so that's how this is the purpose of this disclosed quantity order button. I hope this helps. So into F&O, the stop loss order will not be forwarded to the next day. Any stop loss order will be limited to that particular day only. Otherwise, it has to be GTD. There is also a question about trailing stop loss. So trailing stop loss feature is right now not available, but we are already working on it because it is a important and it is a very useful feature. But right now, it is, as of now, it is not available. So there is a question to show the first screen again. So I'm opening it. There is also a question, is there any percentage calculation to put stop order in equity? So yes, there would be a range on the upper side and on the lower side, which is decided by the exchange. You can only place the stop loss within that range only. So recording of this, there are multiple questions about the recording of this webinar. I understand that these details about the orders are very important. So this webinar is also being live streamed on YouTube. So you can once this webinar ends, you can always find a recording of this webinar on YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. You can open that channel on YouTube. You can search by HDFC Securities. You can click on live playlist, and you can find this recording of this webinar at any point of time and you can refer it. There are actually so many questions, but then it is difficult to take all the questions at once. So I'm picking the unique questions. Can we use it after market hours? So I don't really understand what is the meaning of this question. But then for after market hours, there is the order called as AMO. AMO is after market hours order. Okay, after market order. So you can place the aftermarket orders after 7 o'clock today and tomorrow till the pre-open. Okay, so AMO orders are possible. Once the market opens, your orders will be pushed for execution. Yes, for your buy and sell both kind of positions, you can place the stop loss. There is a question, how much should be the difference between main price and trigger price in options? So there is no hard and fast rule how much difference should be there. But because options are normally very volatile, so very small difference into trigger and limit price can lead to, very fast execution of stop loss. So even if there is a possibility of going it back to the target again, then you should not keep the stop loss very near to your entry price. Now about the trigger price and the limit price, if that contract is very much liquid, which means that there are ample number of buyers and sellers available and there is no higher spread into the bid and ask price, which means that the liquidity is there. Okay, now if the liquidity is there, you can keep the spread or the difference into trigger and the limit price very small. That is okay. Okay, even 1 rupee, that is fine, it will be executed. But if the liquidity is very low, then you should consider keeping little bit of difference into your trigger and into the limit price. It all depends on the liquidity, how much difference you want to keep. Yes, the concepts remain same for your equity, F&O, commodity, everything. So this is extension to our disclosed quantity discussion. So there is question, if everyone in market shows nil disclosed quantity, then what will be seen in the market? So basically, if you're not putting anything into the disclosed quantity, then it will go as your actual quantity number. Okay, but what you're asking, that everyone, if let's say that if you have 1,000 and if you give one number and everybody does the same thing, then what will happen? I suppose this is a question. But the market is very big and there are thousands of crores of participants into this market, so it is a hypothetical situation that you want to ask. So that is, I don't have a logic for that question. in F&O for stop loss order, trigger price can be executed directly. So because into F&O, the liquidity is generally, let's say about indices, the liquid contracts, liquidity is generally very high. So it is totally possible that if you have placed that 50 as your trigger, it can be executed at 49.95 as well. So it is, there is not much difference. So it is totally possible. Can we carry forward the current week expiry trade to next week? No. So Sushil sir has suggested that can we send our queries subsequently by email and the questions can be included in FAQs. That will be great help. So yes, I take your suggestion. We can work on FAQs for all these questions. These are very important and directly affect the execution of all our clients. So yes, we will totally consider to create FAQs around these questions. Thank you for the suggestion. GTD order is only available for equity, not in F&O as of now. So there is also very good question over here. If we put an intraday order and the share price is down and we decide to take the delivery, then how can we switch? So if you execute the intraday order, if you go into the position summary, if you click on that particular position, the position summary page will be open. There you can find the option as convert. Okay, so you can convert that particular position from intraday to delivery or overnight. Okay, so that is possible. Okay, so Shirish sir, you have given two issues, and let me take the opportunity to show you. So the questions are there should be an option to move to Insta Options app screen directly from HDFC Securities login. We need to do login twice, understood and accepted. Second is in Insta Option app, the boxes to enter OTP is not easily visible, may be darkened. Okay, so the second option, I will pass on the feedback, but first option, we are very shortly launching the InvestRight web trading platform. So the web portal that you see currently when you log in. So let me just show you all one thing. So this is the main hdfcsec.com page. If you are login from here, yes, the Insta Options login cannot be done directly from inside of the login. But now we are also launching another web platform for InvestRight or for HDFC Securities, which is given over here. Okay, InvestRight Web. So do explore, login into this platform, InvestRight Web. Okay, use the same credentials to log in, and into your profile section you can see Insta Options now. Okay, so let me just show you. So I have logged in, already logged in into this platform, but then you can use your regular credentials into the profile. You can see Insta Options and NXT Options over here. Okay, so directly you can go into Insta Options. You do not have to put the login credentials again. Okay, so I hope this helps. So if I buy any future stock every day, I have to put stop loss as there is no GTD. Yes, so this is across the industry same. So if you have F&O positions, you will have to put the stop loss daily. So what will be the default square of time for intraday orders? It is 3:15, 3:15 p.m. So most of the unique questions I have taken, I hope that the questions that I have not taken, some or the other way, you have understood the answer to your queries, because I have taken the nearby questions as well. So I hope this session helped you. If yes, do let me know your feedback. If there is something that I could have improved in this session, that also do let me know so that it can be improved next time. And thank you so much for attending this session. You can see the recording on YouTube channel of HDFC Securities anytime. Okay, and thank you so much for joining. Do explore all these features, and if you have any feedback, please reach out to customer service team for that. Okay, thank you so much.